A franchise defined not by championships, but by moments that changed baseball history, and a fan base that never stopped believing. Era 1. Expansion and instability 1977198-0. The Seattle Mariners entered Major League Baseball in 1977, created in the aftermath of a lawsuit that followed the abrupt departure of the Seattle Pilots. Baseball returned to the city quickly, but not easily. The early Mariners were an expansion team in every sense, underfunded, inexperienced, and frequently overmatched. And ownership instability plagued the franchise. The 1980s were marked by incremental progress and little national attention. The Mariners rarely contended. But postseason baseball remained a distant dream. A small market team trying to survive in a growing league. His swing, his smile, and his effortless brilliance transformed the Mariners into must-see television. Griffey was joined by Edgar Martinez, a quiet hitter with extraordinary discipline, and Randy Johnson, a towering left-hander with overpowering stuff. Losing seasons persisted, and the future of baseball in Seattle came into question. Attendance dipped, ownership explored relocation, and the franchise hovered on the brink. The 1995 season became the defining chapter in Mariners history. After falling behind early, Seattle surged in the second half. The moment didn't just win a series. Era V. Contenders without a crown, 1996 to 2001. The late 1990s and early 2000s were the Mariners' golden age. Led by Ichiro Suzuki, who arrived from Japan and instantly became a global sensation. Despite Ichiro's brilliance and moments from players like Felix Hernandez, the Mariners entered a prolonged postseason drought. Front office turnover, failed rebuilds, and inconsistent rosters kept Seattle from contention. Felix Hernandez delivered perfection in 2012, throwing the first perfect game in franchise history, a singular moment of greatness in an era defined by frustration. By the mid-2010s, the Mariners held the longest active playoff drought in North American professional sports. Era 7. Rebuild, relief, and a breakthrough 201-62022. In 2022, the drought finally ended. The Mariners returned to the postseason for the first time in 21 years, defeating Toronto in a dramatic wild-card comeback and reigniting hope across the Pacific Northwest. Seattle baseball mattered again. Era 8, the modern Mariners, 2023 present. Today, the Mariners are defined by youth, pitching excellence, and ambition. Julio Rodriguez stands at the center, supported by a rotation built on power and precision. The goal remains unchanged: the franchise's first World Series appearance and its first championship. The Mariners' story is not one of easy triumph. It is a story of patience, resilience, and belief, of a team at the edge of the map that refuses to fade into the distance. Epilogue: still sailing. From expansion struggles to historic moments, from heartbreak to hope, the Seattle Mariners continue their voyage. Baseball at the edge of the continent still waits for its ultimate reward. And in Seattle, the belief endures.